I might die tonight, but if I do, I'm a...
Love thyself.
Knowing there's a problem at hand to begin with.
Ooh, big Schmeato, what's going on? We're back, man.
We're back, number 36.
We are, and obviously been a little bit of a gap there for a second. Lots been going on, but we are here to touch base on a few things. I'm just trying to work out how I can ease into this.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to think.
Last potty was we did was on was the Christmas drop with Woody and AJ. So that was, what is it now? It's fucking 10th of April. So we're January, February, March, April. We're 4 months in. We're 4 months out, or we're lacking 4 months or whatever. But anyway, a lot's been going on, which is pretty much what we're here to talk about, touch base on, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything we need to sort of scrape through on the surface, but probably not. I feel like we just get the fuck into it.
Well, where you been? What have you been doing?
I've been here. I mean, obviously, yeah, bits been going on.
It's fuck, man. Like, we're a fair way into the year.
Yeah, I know.
People out there have been going shame.
Yeah, and I've been actually pretty quiet, to be completely honest. But it's sort of been good. Long story short, I've just sort of had my sister and that staying here the last 2 months, so that's just been consuming me, which is not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. Keeping you busy, keeping you on your toes.
Probably better than most things, to be honest. So that's just sort of kept me moving. Obviously, other bits and pieces in life of there and fucking
work still rolling.
Like busy sort of happening. So when I'm not busy, then there's fucking family times and just fucking hanging out and all that sort of shit.
Any travels? Any films?
Not heaps. I've done a couple of little shows at the start of the year, just emceeing some couple of little fucking freestyle gigs.
Yeah.
Nothing major, and not really anything locked in at the moment. Like a few little bits and pieces, but probably more just focusing on things that I wanted. I've got a few big projects on the go, so I'm just sort of trying to shuffle them and make all them fucking flow, if that makes sense.
Yep, try and make it all work.
Yeah, because there's a fucking lot going on, and that's the biggest fucking thing. I'm just trying to fucking juggle everything at the moment, because I think I've sort of gone into this and bitten off a fucking shit ton, and now I'm just chewing, if that makes sense.
Surely does.
Yeah. Other than that, sort of same old shit, trucking along, getting shit done. There's heaps, but sort of like, if we're going to get into it, we'll get into it. But I still feel like we'll get there if we need to. Where I know, but for everyone out there, and probably a few of them do know, because there's been a little bit of public knowledge of what the situation is. Fucking bugs.
Yeah.
Where you at, mate?
6 days exactly until I get my left foot cut off.
Yeah, so that's big.
Amputation.
That's not just
coming my way.
You're not going on a fucking holiday.
Nah.
So obviously, backtracking for anyone, the decision, I guess, has been made to go that route.
It's kind of been made, I guess, just over time, inch by inch, mill by mill.
Yep.
You know, from each appointment you have, catch up. And this is across the board, not just with the same surgeon or the same person, whatever. It's, across the board. And it's getting to the point now where it's so real with what's coming my way and what's happening. It's not easy, man. I'm fucking struggling.
Yeah.
Like, in every way, like.
And do you think so? Like you sort of touched on what you said before. This decision probably did come about maybe 2 months ago. You were like, look, there was the next option to say keep working on your leg, if you will. That in a nutshell was not
so basically
necessary.
long story short, as short as I can make it, in the sense of my options.
Yeah.
I only have two. And the first one is cutting 70 millimeters off the bottom of my tibia and fibula bone, which is your two main leg bones, down at the ankle. Roughing up the surface of the top of the foot. So it's two brand new surfaces of bone. Mm-hmm. And they're saying around about 70 mil to come off, because there's feeling that the leg bones have started to die down the bottom already. So they're kind of trying, they're going to get rid of the shit. So we start fresh and there is no shit that comes from this.
Yep.
Hence why there's, 70 mil to come off the bottom. That's...
Which then shortens your leg for a certain amount of time.
Firstly, I'm back in a cage.
Yeah, with a short leg, because they've cut fucking...
Well, I think from what I gathered, the cage is there to shorten it, like to bring it down over time.
As well as them cutting that like shitty chunk out, sort of.
Yeah.
It's still compressing everything back in a bit.
It's to push it.
Oh, because you've got to butt those two bones up.
For the fusion.
So that cage is... So once that chunk's been cut out of here, they go like that, and that cage fucking...
Locks it. I don't know if it goes like that, and then they put the cage on and lock it, or if it's tighten.
And then they slowly bring it in.
Tighten, like...
You'd think that'd have to be still tight. You wouldn't think they'd start off with a gap, would you?
I don't know, but then I think of it, how much can you... like that 70 millimeters worth of slack skin. Mm-hmm. Where does that go? Do I just have a big roll of skin at the bottom? That I hold up with my fucking sock?
You're right. I picture as soon as you said that, it's like,
just like a big...
So if you were to just cut that bone out and then, do they cut out the rest of the leg? No, probably not. But then, like you said, you like... That is a fucking good point.
And then, so there's that, and that's at least, I think, 12 months.
12 months, yeah.
Which with also, cage on.
Cage, and then there's, we need to re-extend, yeah?
That's coming. So there's a 12 months.
Yep.
And don't forget.
12 months of squishing.
Don't forget, it's already been
a year.
What it's been. And what I've been through. And this is hence to the big reasons why I'm making the decisions I'm making and have made.
Yep.
I don't have it in me. There's no more time I don't know if you call it waste or continue on dabbling in this fucking bullshit that just becomes bringing me the same end result.
Yeah. You're not really getting anywhere.
Not getting anywhere, and especially not fast. So that cut the 70 mil, squash it, fuse it, in whatever way, shape, form they do it. That's 12 months. It's another cage. That really fucked with my head last time gone. So that was enough for me to go, I'm not interested in that.
Yep.
And then, as you were saying, I got to come in and extend that 70 millimeters worth of either artificial or a dead person's leg bone.
Brutal.
To then go in under the knee and extend it from the top. So not only now do I have a fused, locked foot that is very, very timid, like I have to be so careful on for probably the rest of my life, not just an extra
6 months you'll be fine. No, it's like your foot's fucked.
It's fucked. And then I've got another failure point because that fusion could fail. Then I've got another failure point at the extension point up under the knee. And then that's probably another, to extend it, maybe another 6 months. Mm-hmm. So there's a year and a half.
And this is all if it goes right.
Yeah, perfect world.
Yeah.
Perfect world shit.
Which we don't live in.
And it ain't happening.
We know this.
It ain't happening. And this is why I've gone, okay, option 2, which I knew.
Yep.
Oh, option 2, mate, amputation.
Yep.
Knew that, and kind of sat with it for a little bit. I can't remember if it was in that same appointment when I was there, or I went back a week or two later, because I've had a lot of phone appointments with the doctors too, the surgeons.
They're just talking shit with them all and that, yeah.
Well, yeah, and they understand now the position, but more so my travel time to and from. They're trying to make it as comfortable as they can for me now, because it is what it is.
Yep.
Where it's at.
Yep.
So yeah, I've taken option 2 because I'm looking for quality of life.
Yep.
I'm not looking to save the lower limb / ankle, foot to continue doing what I do or have done, or it's none of that, because I've done it. I'm only getting older. I've proved to myself this time round I don't heal very well anymore. So get your saw out, doc, and cut it off.
Dock it off.
Yeah, dock her off, doc.
Dock it off, doc.
But don't get me wrong, it's something that, no one would understand. I still don't understand it. You have to go through it. You have to be in it. And you have to step through all the steps and go through all the emotions and the waves and everything that I have done up to this point to feel and get to where I'm at. And yeah, it's not nice.
Yeah. Do you think as it gets closer, it's becoming, obviously like most things, it will become more realer, more intimidating, more scary? Like, or is it something specific? Like, are you sort of like over the fear, there's something that's sort of like you're nervous about, or does it all grow with it? Like, how do you think you're sort of dealing with that?
It grows.
Yeah.
With it. But again,
you've also got time to accept a little bit, but not really, because how do you accept it? Until it's gone, you're not going to accept it, sort of, I think.
You just can't lose track, which I have a couple of times. You can't lose track of the decisions you've made and why you've made them.
Yep. Yeah.
Because time can go by, and it's like, I've been using this.
Yeah.
But in a fucked up way.
Yeah.
I walk, whack, it canes. It's something that isn't feasible for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
The way it sits now.
Yep. Not
entertaining any more fixing surgeries. So the amputation, it's gnarly. It's crazy to sit there and think. Like, I never thought I would, and I guess that's why it's probably easy to. I'll never forget about it, but for it to just be put on the back burner within the thoughts, the mind.
Yep.
Because as you say, it is getting closer. It's getting realer. I'm still in the position of, let's get it going.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
That doesn't mean it can't be fucking terrifying, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, that's the bottom line, it is.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are, where you've come from, what you've done, unless you're unfortunate enough to be in a bad enough accident and you wake up limbless.
Yeah. Which is a huge way to obviously cop that situation, is to like be in some sort of accident, not have any sort of thought, even consideration of like, hey, this could happen. Like, again, we go back to this could have happened, and we knew that for a very long time.
Many years.
Like, someone like me, no one's ever said you could lose your leg tomorrow. So I haven't considered it. It's not a thing. I have, because I've been through situations, and that's how my brain works. I'm like, geez, what would I do? How would I deal with it? But truth is, I don't have to think about that. So the unfortunate people that are in those like sort of out of the blue accident, you're in a car accident, it knocks you the fuck out, you wake up the next morning, your fucking leg was under the dash and they had to cut the cunt off. That's huge. It's still as
traumatizing.
Huge yes, it's still as huge as what you're going through, but I think there's just that tiny bit of the fact that you can and have been able to, like, I guess, see it first. Think about it, see it.
100%.
All that sort of shit. But it still obviously doesn't change the fact that it's
doesn't take anything away from it.
Yeah.
But it's it definitely doesn't take anything away from it. I feel they are as shitty as each other. But in saying that, you know, you just don't. There's no pre. It's all post when it's an accident like that. I've got pre and post trauma.
Yes.
That I have to deal with. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be trauma and traumatic for the rest of my life.
Yep.
That these thoughts.
Yeah.
It'll probably be something else.
Of course.
Yeah. So it's just it's been a hell of a journey, man. Up and down, and like I've never woken up in tears before, multiple mornings in a row for no reason. Like I did to wake up. Like
You're actually waking up crying,
bro. So I'm dreaming.
Big. Yeah.
I'm dreaming. I'm thinking it's ticking constant, man. Like it's constant. Like, and yesterday when you rang me, you know, and I was a little bit up in the air. It's weighing me down, bro. Like it's all playing, you know.
Yeah.
It's playing its big part, and that's why it's hard for many reasons. It's just hard over the board, man. Yeah, and you know,
and the funny thing, it's like we don't really need to explain why it's hard. It's pretty fucking obvious to everybody. Like because we're in it. But like to Joe Blow that's sitting here listening to it, he's not going to sit here and go, you're being a bitch. Just chop your fucking leg off. There's nothing fucking easy about this at all.
No.
So like. It's
for anyone as well.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking big.
Surrounding people.
Yeah, like, and then obviously too, you've got the whole, not that it clearly it's going to affect you the most, but then it affects sort of people around you, you know, like obviously your parents don't want you to lose your leg, but they also know that that's going to be the best option and this is what we're going to fucking do. So like there is all those impacts on, you know, shit around you. So it's a fucking... It's
even down to Mrs. You know, like Ali, man, like she's done so much and for me, and is still doing so much, and couldn't ask nor thank her enough or ask for a better person to be in that position. Yep. And for her to still be in the position, with the way I've been sometimes, really, obviously it brings a lot of frustration, it brings a lot of anger, it brings a lot of emotion, it brings a lot of everything, and it does, it affects the people that surround you closest majorly, and it can even turn to the point of pushing them away as well, which I've learned. It's pretty much like where I'm getting at with this is just like, I couldn't and can't thank Ali enough for being there. Like, you know, she's a fucking fighter. She's a brilliant mum when it comes to just being a mother, you know, to her children, as well as then having me on top where, and helping me and doing the things like it would be so hard on her. Me being me in the position that I get in and the headspaces I'm in most days always change. And unfortunately it's people like her that feel it, hear it, deal with it. It blows because, again, it's just another compounding factor on my end because I sure as fuck don't want to lose her. And I with all of this going on, and as much as I'm aware of it and as much as I'm trying to take control and be on top of just everything that's creating difficulties in that area, I'm trying all different things to try and make it better, for me and her, even mum and dad, like all the people that are in that closer knit than just your mates that love you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's people that have to actually fucking deal with it on the daily. Like, they're dealing with it as much as you're dealing with it because it's also their problem. Because sort of you're their problem, if that makes sense. And I don't mean that, but you know what I mean, yeah? Like, if you're around people, like, at the end of the day, it's, of course, your parents and your missus are going to have to deal with this fucking situation as much as you. Yeah, no, they're not losing the leg, but they have to deal with you losing your leg.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
That's huge. For mum and dad, it's just the fact of a limb coming off one of their kids.
And like they've also fucking watched the whole fucking process, yeah? They've been there from day dot. They sat through the fucking 10 years of fucking addiction and injuries and bullshit and not really knowing what the fuck's going on. And now we're sort of here and it's like, you know, it's still fucking happening, sort of, you know what I mean? Like, they're fucking, it's pretty fucking brutal.
Daunting as fuck.
Yeah.
And that's why I say a lot, like, in so many different ways. Yeah. Like, whatever it is I'm talking about.
Yeah, like the ripple effect of this isn't just like, hey, my leg's are getting cut off. And that's all. It's like, yeah, but it affects this, it affects that, it affects this. You know, you've obviously got fucking work. Like, you know, you want to be as positive and it'll be okay, but you don't really know how that's going to affect your work. Like,
that's right.
You might be confident and fucking, yeah, I'm going to be back into it in 6 months. You might not be able to.
That's right.
Like, you might be able to do some wild things. You might be able to fucking run again in 6 months. You might be able to surf, but you can't fucking stand at a fucking bench for fucking 6 hours fixing a motorbike. Like, they're all things that it's just you don't know yet because it is unfamiliar and like.
And you can't know.
Yeah, like, and you can obviously, like you said, you know, you've talked to a lot of people in the situation. You've all that stuff. But everyone's different. Everyone fucking heals different. Everyone has a different fucking attitude on life. So, like, the truth is you are about to hit, like, an unexpected. It's the unexpected here.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, as much as you can expect, as much as possible, who fucking knows, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, backing on that, like, this is probably the best fucking option. 100%.
It is.
Like, it's
a no-brainer.
Yeah, like, you look at people that have been unfortunate enough for this to happen to them too, and if they've got the mindset and the drive and everything to keep doing life, it doesn't really slow them down, really. So, yeah, you've got this
lower limb.
Yeah.
Below knee.
Yeah.
Doesn't really, slow.
Once you get sort of above the knee, that's when it's real.
Good. Like, it's
because you've got like two
not
moving
real.
parts.
It's real already.
Yeah,
but you've
got two moving parts that need to like work with each other. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just complicated.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just that's what I've been told.
Yeah. Fair.
It's complicated. It gets really difficult.
Yep.
And that all comes into play as well on the bone dying, and how much, you know, potentially that they need to cut off once it's exposed, and probably why they've gone. Let's hurry up.
If we're gonna
this
do
needs to be done.
Yep.
Like this decision needs to be made, and we need to do it because it's only, you know, it's not getting any better, and it is actually slowly getting worse and dying, and further up the leg. It's like just I don't want that. I want as much leg under my knee as possible.
Yep.
Of
course.
Yeah. But I think regardless of dead bone or not, there's an area, there's like a point in the leg, the lower leg.
Like really once it's past that point, it's like.
Well, no, I think regardless of even if the bones weren't dead, or because we don't know if they are.
Yeah.
But let's say they are. If the bones weren't dead, there's still a cut off point or an area in the leg that they have to cut at.
Yeah.
To be able to support.
Yeah.
Maybe the prosthesis as well as just room to play with, because they actually, like, when they cut it, they tuck my calf muscle up under the cut, like up under the bone, and bring it back to the shin.
Really?
So my calf muscle doesn't. Remember, we're asking, thinking, like, what do they do with the muscle? Where's the muscle go?
Yeah. They like wrap it and then join it to like your shin, which doesn't really have muscle though, because it's all like bone and that. But like
maybe it's
so
just like
so technically
suspension.
like the actual nub, if you will, is thigh. No, is like calf muscle. So it's actually it'd actually be fucking strong, really, because like a calf's pretty fucking. That's a big muscle.
Yeah. That'd probably.
Yeah.
I was just trying to like show Shane on his leg. You know, they'd probably. I don't know. Let's say. Yeah.
If you're gonna cut there, you've got this whole section that's gonna flap over and fucking.
Yeah. But they do that for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, like, and
well, it'd have
I
to be
think
like like your calf is a strong muscle. So like if you're you're nubbing, like if it was
there wasn't a calf muscle
it'd
there,
fucking rub through.
I'm walking on that.
Yeah, and like eventually you rub that enough, I'm gonna hit bone. Where like that calf is the fucking is you like
suspension.
Sort of.
It's like it's taken the spot of what's it called? I should know this. Cartilage.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, you blow your knee out, or, you know, you do a high impact sport for long enough, your cartilage fucking blows out because you've squished it out of its position, and there's your suspension gone between each joint and every part of the joints, which makes it comfortable enough for it to be used and all of that. Like, that's been lost years ago.
Yeah.
On my end.
Yeah, you don't have cartilage.
Where it's like...
I feel like that's just interesting because I don't feel like we think like that. Like if I was even to think of like a stumper, and it would go, I'd think it would be like
do you know how they're
a
fat?
bone.
You know how they're fat?
Yeah, and it makes sense.
And
when
you see it, and it's like, why is like, if that's my nub?
Yeah.
Why is it that they're always funny shaped on the end? They're never a perfect bowl.
Because like there is I guess the stack up of everything at the end. It's like fucking just fucking cram it all in. So we've got like this little like package that can take it.
Yeah, and I guess as well, they're not cutting a muscle.
Yeah, that's everything. Yeah.
And I've got none there. It's a big muscle.
Yes.
You know, like it's just in size. Doesn't matter how big your legs are.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's just a big
part. It's a strong it's like a...
So, there was that, which is... I'm trying to rack my brain on those...
Just little things,
bits of info that are like, holy shit, really? That because there's been a few that, like, that spun me out a fair bit. Like fucking wrapping my calf muscle up around and attaching it to the front of my shin to then walk on it. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But then I guess that makes sense on, you know, the shortened times. 6 to 8 weeks for your wound. Potentially.
That's what they say.
This is what
it's like once it's cut off, stitched up, fuck off, 6 to 8 weeks.
For wounds.
Flesh and that should be fucking back to good.
Enough for me to weight bear. Like put weight through it.
Yeah. So those first 6 weeks you're wheelchairing?
Your crutches.
Yeah.
But I'd probably safer in a wheelchair.
Get a fucking wheelchair.
Oh, I've already got.
Oh no, but I'm gonna be that voice in your head that says, "Use the fucking wheelchair, do the wheelchair," because it's again, you probably need your body to rest a little bit too, because you have been walking like a fuckhead the last 6 months. Get back in the wheelchair, straighten the fuck up a little bit. Am I making sense?
Definitely, yeah, but I just have to be on the move.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
100%.
put a fucking 125cc fucking engine on the cunt.
I have to fucking put 2 of them, one on either side. Otherwise, I just do circles everywhere.
Hey, as long as you're moving. No one ever said there was anything wrong with donuts, bruv.
Yeah, I know, but I can't.
Cunts love donuts.
I can't kick enough dirt to make a cool roost or make enough smoke for it to be a cool burnout.
All right, well, we're putting a fucking CR125 motor in it then. She'll fucking kick up some roost.
Yeah, so all of that's been crazy in itself. It's happening. It's booked in. Dates are there. Just other than me fucking absolutely shitting myself, and that's just
Normal.
legit. Like I couldn't give a fuck what anyone says to me.
Come over and we'll cut your fucking leg off and see how you feel, cunt. I've got a couple of fucking sores out the back. We'll see how.
Or just go through the steps and the motions that I've been through to date.
Yeah.
It's it's heavy. It's daunting. It's fucking, yeah. It's full on. It's for the rest of my time. There's no glue out there to glue it back on.
No.
There's nothing.
Well, yeah. This future depends what way you're looking at it. The future can be looking very bright. It can look very dark if you're looking in the wrong fucking holes too. But like technology is pretty fucking wild. Like we are pretty close to cunt. Did you see the fucking Kawasaki horse, cunt? It's a fucking robot fucking horse. Bro, this thing will take you up a fucking mountain. Dude, have a fucking
I've just
look at
been
this.
looking at just amputation.
Yeah. So clearly you're not fucking
low.
Kawasaki fucking robot.
So yeah, just while you're doing that, just between mates, the couple to few that are there, and have been there solidly. Thanks fucking heaps, basically, is where I'm coming from, getting at in this time. Up till this point, I thank all of yous from the bottom of my fucking heart, because it's everyone, yourself. It's just those niche
I was going to sort of
people.
touch on that too, because and obviously in the last 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, we did the clean dog. Yeah, did the whole gun. So that's where you go with it. Yep, you do you then.
Yeah, so between mates, the couple, the few, like I thank and appreciate yous more than fucking you'll probably know, because even just a phone call is. I didn't think phone calls could be, as helpful or, at point in time. But, yeah, when you really are on rock bottom, like that's, that could bring a motherfucker up.
Yeah.
Right at the right time, which it has and it does.
Yep.
And then I've got Ali, just again to thank. Like, I can't thank you enough, babe. Like, you're amazing. With what you've done and how you've helped. Even the kids, times they've helped me out, chopped me out.
Yeah.
Getting me a drink, doing whatever it is, like all of the above. I appreciate all of that, and also I apologise to expose and put these people, including mum and dad and close friends, through this shit, because it's not the first time, so that weighs heavy on me. Probably doesn't care to anybody
we're
else.
fucking over it, Schmeat, because you just... I'm joking. Nah, totally. There's it's a lot, and it has been. But at the same time, too, I don't think it's something... In these situations, if you fucking give a shit about someone, you don't even bat an eyelid to do these things.
Correct. But when you're not the person... Of
course.
It's...
You're also not the sort of... We're not... again, I can relate to... We're not the sort of people that, like, want things off people.
put my hand up for something.
Yeah, I'm
put
not
my
here
hand
to fuck.
out.
Yeah,
sorry.
like yeah. We're not like handout people. We're sort of very much like, if I want something, I'm gonna go fucking get it myself, because that's what I should do. I'm taking responsibility. So it's hard to receive that sort of fucking shit a lot of the time. But at the same time,
which leads into this,
yeah,
is because probably very similar to what you're about to say. At the same time, when a cunt's in a position,
and you don't even think to help, and you would do exactly the fucking same thing.
Yeah,
it's not even a like. If you're a fucking genuine good person, it's not even a thought to be like, here's a hand.
Yes, and this
Take
is
it whenever
where
you fucking need it.
yeah, I was going with all of that. I really have to thank Cleggett as well.
Yep.
Like, thank you, bro. Like you did a lot there. Like, you stood up.
Yeah, definitely.
Stood up to the plate. You fucking took it on.
Yep.
I barely had to say much to you before you went fucking boom, righto, let's get cracking. Who do I need to speak to? So he's in contact with my mum, my dad. He's constantly been in contact with them. Sky, she's been unbelievable as well. Yeah, and Cleggett set up a GoFundMe, hence why I was saying before, I'm not, I wouldn't put my hand out in any sense, I guess you could say. Yeah, no matter how kind of bad it got, but everyone that surrounded me, obviously you can see it. It is gnarly, and when you are the person that is the person that has the shit going on, you just feel like you're a burden. You feel like you're just, just a burden to people. And man, everyone I've spoken to and said that to, they've kind of gone, what are you talking about? Like, it's not even fucking close to what it is. We're your mates. We're here. We're willing to help. We'll do anything we possibly can to do that. You kind of just have to put us in the picture. And that's, again, where Ali comes into it. She's been able to relay messages to certain people to get those points across for them to be able to go, even pick up the phone and call me, or, whatever it may be. But yeah, that's been massive. Just because from the start, that was obviously huge, like financials. No one knows, like with overheads and all of the above and shit like that. So it's just been a really nice, just
a stress break. Could you call it like a bit of a stress break? It sort of takes a little bit of the weight off, because you're not. Yeah. There's clearly 100 things to still be stressing about, but to not have to stress about that money for a little bit is a big fucking
massive
weight off shoulders.
Massive, because if it wasn't coming from there, it was coming from other places that I'm having to pay back and all of the above. So it's made my life, I'm not going to say a hell of a lot because I'd be lying, but it's made my life easier. Yep. And I'm able to deal with things, I guess, see things in a different light, because that's not one of the main stresses that's there, and all of the above. But there's just so much still that is heavy. It's fucking it's just until I've been there and it's done and I wake up and I see my leg or my foot. I got to stop saying leg, because it's not my whole leg. It's my fucking foot.
It's a foot,
Wake up, that foot gone, feel the weight difference. That's going to be a big thing to me, because I'm very hands-on, I like to find out what the difference is. Like, why does that weigh that much, and why does that weigh that much? It's not a very good example, but it's like, that's one thing that's been sitting with me a lot over everything, and majority, there could be so many other things that are sitting on my mind, but lifting my leg up for the first time has been one of the biggest things. Is like,
what's it going to be like?
Like, how light is this thing going to be? Like, how weird is this going to feel? You know, because you could get pins and needles in your foot and go, holy fuck, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
You know, it's something like you're not used to, and it's just I'll adapt. It's all adaptive shit. It's just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and you know that's another part. I'm not too fussed on, you know, once it's gone, like, oh, how are you going to go about bloody getting around, and how are you going to, you know, hey, do you think you'll be all right to do this? Like, I know I'm going to adapt to this.
Yeah. I don't think that's, you know, because you hear, if you hear the right stories about people in the same situation and they've got a good mindset, it doesn't stop them.
Fuck no.
Like, it really doesn't. Like, it might slow them down in certain situations, but it doesn't fucking stop them.
No.
Where, like, the truth is, if you went for option A, you'd be stopped.
Mm-hmm.
The next year, you're definitely stopped.
Oh.
And then you don't know what the next year's going to do. Where, like, realistically, with this option, it's going to slow you down for 6 months, but after that 6 months, you should at least be able to continue moving a bit. And that's, at the end of the day, the positive in the whole situation is it's like it's time, it's movement, it's longevity. The truth is, like, if you've got a bit of rotten fucking fruit in your strawberry punnet, right?
The rest of it are fucked.
Unless you fucking rid the fucking shitty one. So, like, the whole thing's going to rot faster than the rest. So it is the best option. It's just a fucking big option. And, you know.
But I think it's a big option because the path has never been walked before. Once that path
hopped.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to make a little fucking joke.
Crawled.
Hobbled. Limped.
Army. What are you going? Army.
He crawled. Yeah.
Army crawled.
Fucking.
Through the fucking, through the trenches.
Yeah. It's all new.
Yeah, it's all new fucking ground to me, and that's where I was kind of going. And it's right now, daunting, scary, all of the above. But as you've said a number of times just in this conversation, like, there's, you know, no other option really.
Yeah.
And then that's it. That's 100%. So I'll get that done. Get the fake leg so I can start using it. Or I reckon I'll go through 3 to 4 of them before I find the right one.
Of course, yeah.
Or the fitment.
Yeah, because, like, I feel like you obviously at the start the cunt would be swollen as fuck, so they need to make one for, like, the swollen version, and then
yeah, that's just like your eco pack leg.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
In car terms.
Yeah, right.
I guess, you know, like,
yeah.
You got your fucking S pack or you got an SS.
Yep.
This is the S pack.
Yep.
I might go through 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, before you get the fucking Ferrari, sort of.
Until they know, that's bang on. And until I go, that feels perfect.
Right.
Or
so, like,
it's
you could actually say, try the Ferrari and be like, I want the SS.
Potentially, but that's when it gets to that point. This is more so the 3 or 4 that I might go through at the start is just getting everything aligned and fitment and all the above. It's not because I've worn it out.
And movement, sort of, like, just to understand like, how it moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. And then that's when I can go to me SS or me Ferrari.
And find the one that's, like, is your...
Yeah, which I know which one I'm going with and what foot I want, and then what torsion ball I want.
Yep.
Certain things like that, and then I also know what coupling I want. So that's pretty much everything there between coupling to the leg and ankle, and then you got your carbon fibre foot.
Yep.
That's your SS. Where that's the SS I want to build.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different options.
Is it the sort of thing where you can just like upgrade your parts, or do you have to just go out and buy like the Ferrari foot? That you like.
Yeah, you can upgrade.
Like yeah,
you
so like
slowly build up.
say you start off with a fucking Acclaim.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, I'll put a fucking Calais grill on it.
Mm.
I'm gonna fucking put an SS suspension on it now.
Mm.
And now I'm actually this thing. I've put all the upgrades on it that it technically is a Ferrari, but it's like my Ferrari.
Yeah, I've built it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's fucking full on, to be honest.
But that may take a little bit of time. So
Yeah, like, and obviously, like, we're talking budgets too. Yeah, like what's like if you get your fucking basic foot, is it like $20 compared to like the Ferrari foot that's like 1,000? Is there big difference in that sort of sense?
Yeah.
Obviously, like, and you could
Huge.
end up going.
But it depends again, because it all depends. And that's, I guess, where it comes to below, above, what options you are there. There's all these options.
Yep.
But what are the options there
Suit you.
to suit you?
Yeah, because like you've obviously got there's those like almost like kangaroo leggy sort of style ones. Yeah,
Yeah, man. If I want to move along,
they're the ones for that.
If I want to fucking,
So you got like a running foot and then fucking a walking foot and
yeah, you could. Yeah. Over time, once I could have a wardrobe full of feet, lower limb.
Yeah.
So I'll grab out me. Oh, what am I doing today? Like, fuck, we're gonna go for a walk. We'll be around the city for a bit. Be going to do a bit of shopping. All right.
I'm gonna put
This
this
son's that one.
Yeah.
Where else? All right. Say, I know I'm gonna have to do fucking a fair bit on my legs, distance wise. All right, let's fucking put the kangaroo foot on.
Yeah.
Kind of. But again, all comes back to financials.
Yep.
Budgets. And those first few that you go through is through the system.
Yep.
As such, because they're trying to get it right. Like, it's not me that's trying to get it right. They are.
Yep.
Everyone's different, obviously.
Yep.
And then once I've kind of got me fucking Ferrari, or just the one that's gonna allow me to do everything I possibly can that the
most
Ferrari
suitable
will, and until I can afford my Ferrari foot. That's kind of where I'm looking forward to getting to being at that point.
Yep.
Because all the daunting I don't knows and is all kind of
around the corner.
Yeah, but once I get to that point, that's dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
Things that are the unknown right now.
You can.
They're known.
Yep. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then,
so then you can start focusing on the next steps.
Unknown.
You're focusing on the unknowns for next. Once they're known, then the next move comes in, and then you start.
Which will probably be unknown as well.
Fully.
So there's going to, and like I'm talking people, telling you all, I am barely scraping the surface of what's been involved up to this point. Just between phone calls from multiple different surgeons, multiple different options, multiple different conversations. Conversations, like, no, isn't the right word. Multiple different answers from the same question between different
doctors
and surgeons.
So it's the same question, but everyone's got different fucking answers.
So it's like I'm still, as the patient, the one that has to make
Yeah.
decisions. Which I guess in this position
It is
to.
your body.
It's
you
up
should
to
be.
me.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you'd think they'd all have similar answers though.
Yeah. It's funny, man. Like, you'd think they all step back.
They don't want to fucking deal with it because they know that at the end of the day it's a responsibility.
But they do it daily.
Yeah. Because you know why? They can let go of the responsibility on the daily. You've put that energy in the air that you know what the fuck's going on.
Oh, they're well
and
aware.
it intimidates the fuck out of these cunts, bro.
They're well aware of,
Because they know if they make a mistake, you'll know about it.
I'll pin them on it.
Exactly.
Straight up.
Yep.
I'll pin them on it.
Yep.
And I did it.
Yep.
And they were like, holy fuck.
Yep.
I actually had one surgeon turn around and say to me, fuck, now I know what kind of patient I'm dealing with.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean, cunt? Like, what?
You ain't the normal dude.
What do you mean by that, you fucking?
You ain't going to just allow me to bend you over and fuck you royally, are you?
Yeah. This this isn't a fucking lab test anymore. We need to actually fix this, dude. And it's funny because you see that shit happen a lot. If you're the right sort of person.
And if you think you're going to get the lab testing out of me because I'm a little bit like unsure or, uncertain, like you're fucking kidding yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm just taking my time to make the right decision. I ain't giving a fuck about worrying about even in the slightest of you having another dip.
Yep.
Or having another go at it. Because it started off as this surgeon that did all of it up to point. Not really much more we can do for you, Matt. Not much more. All right, cool. I turned around and I said, well, I'm going with amputation anyway.
Yep.
Oh, well, we could do this. We could go about it like this, or there's another option, or...
But where were these options before? Interesting.
Am I a fucking gambling chip on the table that's getting thrown down? That you...
Oh, he's committed to that. Let's fucking try some shit before he cuts it off.
This is a perfect leg that we can try and fucking fix, and then we will be the fucking saviors of all saviors, and now we can do this certain surgery because fucking poor old Matt Smith is now royally fucked for the rest of his life, but everyone else that falls under a Pelon fractured fucking leg has got a great track to track down.
We've got our certificates.
They're tracking because old fucking Matt Smith giving him the path. And I'm going, fuck off, dude. Ain't cut me open anymore just to wake up to tell me how fucking bad it is again. I know how bad it is. Yeah, I don't need you telling me that. More to the point, I don't need you wasting my fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it then. That is interesting.
Sorry,
there's not much we can do. All right, I'm going to go with the amputation. Well, if that's the case...
I do amputations too.
Yeah, right. But
He said
before that, we're just going to fucking hack your leg up if you want to try that. So we, like you said, we get a good fucking rep at the fucking doctor's annual fucking thing this year.
Might be able to save it, mate.
Yeah.
It might not have to, it might be savable. It might not be worst case. It's like, okay, cool. I'll give you a little bit of benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. And there's that.
Done that for long enough.
Yeah. And all right, cool. Thanks for wanting to try. But really?
Don't lie to me.
Yeah, but really? Let's get serious.
Because you've fucked me off now.
Yeah.
I've lost every bit of what's the word I'm looking for? When you feel comfortable with somebody. I've lost.
Almost say respect.
I was going to say.
It's respect.
It's almost respect, man. I've lost all respect that I
fuck you and what you think, dude.
Because it's taken me to make the decision to say I'm no longer going down that path and I'm going down this path and this is the person that's doing it. I can do it. But I can do that as well. I've done many of amputations. All right, well, why didn't you give me that as an option to begin with? So that's just off the table.
Yeah.
And then I was told that we went and got a referral and went and seen, well, I got the referral, got all my info sent off to a lower limb surgeon, private, in the city, top notch, blah de blah.
Yep.
He's turned around and said, yeah, I can fix it. Oh, fuck, wow, really? That's, whoa, what a fucking whoa, what? Like, holy shit. Maybe I can start looking at this in a little bit different light now. Like, that's fucking huge. That's crazy. How the fuck has that come about? How does he think he can do that after everything I've heard from all these other fucking doctors? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, a week goes by. Nah, handball. It's too much.
Yeah.
So you've just gone on and thought you'd just say, yes, I can fix that because it's a broken leg or foot. But now you've seen the images and you've read the reports and you've gone, oh, that's way above my pay grade. Like, I can't do that. That's way too much. And this is a wholly and solely focused foot, ankle surgeon.
Yeah. It's literally his job.
That's all he sees. He doesn't cut open an arm.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Feet and ankle is all he sees. And yeah, got to go from I can fix that to then that's way too complicated. I'm going to handball that on to my colleague. That then my colleague ended up seeing. He was weirdly in the last appointment I had with
Your normal doctor.
the normal.
So
surgeon.
the doctors that you've been seeing through the whole accident.
Let's put the cages.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
fix me
He
to
was
this point.
actually his like second-hand man.
Yeah, well, the dude that said I can fix it and then looked at everything and went, no, I can't.
Yep.
So he's top knob of his private, his private rooms.
Yeah.
And then he's handballed it onto this next dude, and he must be better, or I don't know. Anyway, this dude was in my last appointment in the public system. This guy's private,
Yeah, right.
but he happened to be in the room with me in the public system, and the public surgeon said, oh, this is Dr. Blah, blah, blah. He's our foot and ankle specialist when it comes to it. So he's just a ring-in.
Yep.
He's a private surgeon that's a ring-in to the public system
Yep.
when things are full on.
Yep.
So I had both cage doctor from the get-go and this new dude that has been handballed my case. So I've sat down, started speaking to the cage doctor, the one that's done everything up to this point, and I look over at this other private surgeon. He's looking at me. He's like kind of almost scratching his head. He goes, looked up at me. He goes, Matt. I said, yeah. He's Matt Smith. I said, yeah. He goes, I know who you are.
Should be on the record, shouldn't it?
Your report landed on my desk this morning.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. So you're Dr. such and such. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, right.
All right. So how come old mate that's handballed this onto you, firstly, said he could fix it, and then now saying he can't, and now you're standing here in front of me? What's the deal? Well, yeah, he basically, what I said before, went off word, said, yep, cool, can fix it.
Had a look.
Realised, nah, I'm going to handball it onto this dude. That dude is then there talking, and now I've got one of the leading foot and ankle private surgeons in Victoria, Melbourne, in front of me, and the leading X-Fix cage surgeon in Australia in front of me.
Yeah.
Both scratching their heads on what to do.
Yeah.
And this was silence. There's a lot of silence in this. They're literally scratching their heads on what to fucking do.
Yeah.
And the private surgeon that was there said, are you thinking of cage fusion? And the other surgeon said, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So that's where what we spoke about earlier with the squishing and the
Option
extending
one,
and
if
the
you will.
option one came from.
Yep.
And that's where that option was stewed up from, basically on the spot there and then. Like, it's real just wishy-washy. Oh, yeah, this dude's here now and he's just got a different option. And it's like, no, man, I ain't guinea pigging.
No.
You ain't not playing me as a fucking guinea pig.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's proven to me enough now between the first doctor with the X fixes not giving me any other options until there was fucking
None left.
no, until there was a fucking opposition.
Yep. Yeah.
You know?
You brought something else to the table and then they were like, oh, no, but we could do this too.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do that from the start? Why didn't you give me that option from the start?
All the above.
these. Yeah.
And this is why one of the doctors then turned around and said, I know what kind of person we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
I went off my back and went and got fucking HGH, fucking peptides, all that.
Yep.
That they knew. That was around the time that he said that. And it was like, I ain't fucking backing down. I ain't silly to this. I've been in this position a lot. And that's just that. So tell me, give me all your information. Tell me everything that you're thinking of and what your fucking plans are and all the above. And I'll be the one to make the end decision.
Yeah.
And that's basically what I sat down and listened to and heard and seen. And just the fact that there was two such high up surgeons.
Scratching their heads. Like, that pretty much says, I'm fucked.
It's like, fuck, I'm out. All right, keep scratching.
Yeah.
I'm going to the dude that's going to fix me, and that's the one with the saw.
Yeah.
You know, like, simple. You've given me that. Don't even open your mouth anymore, boys.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's probably someone over there that needs your help. Go help them.
Go call the next one.
Yeah.
Go call the next fucking
just
patient,
fucking
man.
me around.
Like, because, you know, yeah, and you know, all this time, mum, fucking poor mum, man, my mum sitting there, you know, like, stressing on it all. Like, you know, you could only imagine. I'm sorry,
I just noticed that. That's all over the joint, cunt. Oh, yuck. Fucking contact lenses gone up the shit, ladies and oh, dude. Oh, dude. It's flicked around, I think. I think you got to pull it out and fix it. It's like folded. Oh, whoa, cunt. It's intense. Is that popped the wrong way around or something?
I think so. I don't know. This is the fucking day-to-day bullshit I'm fucking over, man. And this is my like dominant one. I need this fucker.
Do you have them both still?
Yeah.
Talk about fucking ladies and gentlemen, this is how you insert a fucking contact. This wasn't planned. Whoa.
You like that?
Fucking full on gun.
Yeah. So, yeah, man.
It's all going on.
It's just a big, huge craziness in my life right now. That's just where it's at. I've just got a couple of things here. Yeah, like, fucking thanks. Fucking yeah. I just on my end of things, like that's kind of caught up to a certain degree. To everyone out there listening and everyone that's kind of been here since it happened. That's that basically. Until it's done, till I've got more shit that's happened and I've been through, like it's that. And as I said from the start, this is long story short, and I'm talking short.
And
like,
at the end of the day too, there's certain areas that it's like, look, you at home don't need the details. That's for you to fucking deal with. Right. It's like, I think the picture that's being painted is pretty fucking obvious. We know what the fuck's going on. The minor details are irrelevant, to be completely honest. The picture's so big, you don't need the fucking little, like,
unless
you know
there's someone out there,
100%
that broke their leg yesterday,
and
I can help you up to this point that I'm in.
Yep.
Reach out. call me.
Yeah.
And that's where I was also going to go in this, and that's where it's come back again, Shane, around, like we went through it, and I don't think it was the right timing, and it wasn't my calling then, in the sense of, speaking.
Yep.
Helping people because of my position, which was rehab, the addiction, all of that side. Again, it's opened all of that back up because that's still a part of the story that is there. That's huge. And then, now on this side, the flip side of all of that, I've got another massive part of my life story that is going to be put out there and spoken about, no different to the addiction side of it when I was in rehab, and talking about it all, putting it out there as it is. I want that to happen again because I have now got, I've got a lot, but I've now got 2 big lived platforms that I can speak on.
Yeah, for sure.
And no one can tell me that that's not right.
Yeah.
Because I did it and I've done it, you know. And I feel with my position and how I am now, and, the loss of the foot, once I get the new one, I'll be banging again, I'll be good.
Yep.
But it's not to say I'll be banging and good again to go and do something stupid.
Yeah, of
and
course.
fuck myself up.
Yeah.
This is, long story short, I'm here to help.
Yeah.
I want to fucking help people, man. That's what it's called. It's called me again.
Yeah.
I had to go through all of this.
Yeah.
And I'm still going through it.
Yeah.
To get that, like calling.
Yeah.
To be like, dude, there is slim to fucking none in your position to be able to tell that.
Yeah.
And
I think, and if they are, they don't, and look, there could be another fucking dude out there but the truth is you've got to own who you are too.
Yep.
You're comfy on a camera now. You've done all the work with me to be able to fucking, know who the fuck you are. You can pick up a phone now. You can record it. You can edit it. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do to be able to do that. Where they're all a lot of the walls for a lot of people. A lot of people that are in that position have never talked on the internet before. So for them to go, the first thing I'm going to talk about is all the pain I've gone through with my fucking leg. That's intimidating. Where you were like, I've talked about shit, cunt. Fucking might as well say this, because I do know that if I heard this 6 months ago, this one thing would help. That's all that matters. Put it out there into the world. Right. So I think because you have that, I guess, advantage, if you'd call it that, because you've done all these other things that make you comfortable in this position, it is a good reason and excuse to go, well, I can do this. Why can't I say certain things that, I realised something in my journey. If I relay that, that'll help someone in theirs that haven't got anywhere near mine yet.
Yeah.
And that's the basis of it. And I think when you can fucking embody that, that's everything. Deep down, if you can let go of everything else and focus on helping other people in a very selfless manner, you've won.
And that's
fucking life.
That's what I'm shooting for.
Yeah.
None
of the other shit actually matters at all. It's all fucking temporary bullshit. You can help someone, and that will be with you forever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But
I don't want to, if it's only one person that I get to help till the day I die.
100%.
But I want, I want to be able to, one, be approachable.
Yep.
To someone that doesn't know me from Boris Hope.
Yep.
To feel comfortable enough to speak to me, whether it's face to face or over the phone, about their situation and what they've been through to get to this point in their life.
Yep.
There's heaps, man. I know I can help.
Yeah. That's why I'm more no doubt.
Yeah. So please hit me up.
I don't think that that's a fucking the right people, you know what to say to them because you're fucking 10 steps ahead of certain ones. And, you know, this is even just from where in the amputation side of things now. But the truth is, you go back to the, like, column A, and it's like, if you've got any sort of addiction, you've probably got a word or two for anybody.
Of course. I've had that.
You can be like, bro, this is the fucking, it's on the table for you, cunt. It is what it is. This is how it is. So, like, knowing that, you've just got to know that and have that confidence in you to be like, I know this, I can relay that to someone else and hopefully that can help them, you know? Like, I think that's the biggest.
I know that. It's creating, I don't know if it's having to create a platform for people
community, if you will, yeah, like a platform / community of people that trust and understand you, I guess.
Yeah, to a point. Yeah. Because
which is already been doing. It's not like you've been doing that. It's there. It's just going that little bit harder and like more, and especially in today's day and age and how everyone, it's like you need to build a brand around that help.
Correct.
Does that make sense? Hi, I'm Matt Smith and I'm here to help in these fucking rounds. And this is my 2 cents for today.
What I've been through.
Yep.
And if you
what I realised today was fucking, if you fucking feel like this and do a bit of this, this will help this situation. And I know this because this is a little bit of mine. Cool. See you tomorrow. Like that's the, and then comes the questions. Hey, fucking dude, I broke my leg the other day and I'm thinking about, you know, what should I do? Just fucking let it heal, cunt. Stay off it. You know, and they're those little things too where you can, you know that about yourself. You know, you push things because you're a fucking idiot. And you know what I mean? It's the same shit.
I know you, man.
You can be that cunt that's like, don't fucking do that, man. Like, I know you want to walk in the next 2 weeks. Just play PlayStation. Trust me. Just sit the
you
fuck
were the one
down.
that fucked up.
Yeah,
so just
sit the fuck down and play PlayStation. And the truth is, when you hear that from, I can tell you that, and you'll go, yeah, I know, Borgs. Fuck up, dickhead. And you'll still go do some things. Someone that's been there and goes, dude, trust me. You go,
I know.
You go, I might just play PlayStation today. Because fucking Tony reckons if I fucking stay on this leg.
Tony's been through a lot.
Tony's got some shit. So I'm going to listen to Tony.
Do I look like a Tony?
You need the little bit. Tony. But, yeah, fucking hell. I don't know where that was going, but anyway. You know what? I'm going touching base. We're going back to the fucking Kawasaki horse because I'm telling you, Schmeato.
Yeah.
This is all you, cunt. Have a go at this. It's a fucking robot fucking horse, cunt. Oh, take the kids down to the park, mate. No fucking worries. I'm not 100%.
It's not real.
You don't reckon? You reckon this is a whole fuck? You reckon it was a April Fool's?
Yeah, bro, that's not real.
You don't reckon though, dude? Have you seen that bike thing that does bunny hops?
Yeah. Yeah, I have. It's cool, but it's gay as fuck.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go down and go fucking watch the next BMX comp with robots and bunny hopping. See who can bunny hop the biggest. Fuck off.
That's a good, like, there's no point to it. I get that. You can't even write it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's innovation. Cool. Congratulations.
Yeah, but we're not buying one.
Yeah.
Fuck, now you've made me overthink the horse and think, you reckon it's fucking fake?
I reckon, bro.
I didn't even look at it like
fake.
fake.
Lot of artificial looking.
Yeah, I know.
Have a look, like, fuck, bro.
I didn't even. Me. Yeah, I know, and that's what sometimes you just get done and you don't even think. You're like, oh, I want that to be. I want a fucking.
Yeah, I want a Cowie horse.
I want a fucking Kawasaki horse, cunt. It does look a bit fucking bullshit, and it is stupid. Now that I think about, I didn't think about it. That's all AI. Fuck.
All of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking hell.
I was gonna say Kawasaki.
But you
Bringing out a horse.
just like a
They
lamb.
haven't even fucking built a new bike for years.
Yeah,
a lot
they've
of
been a
fucking
bit-
horses.
yeah,
No,
they've
they
been-
have.
they
They've
have
been
been.
on the ups on their bikes, but different story if it was Suzuki. But yeah, so yeah, man, that's that.
So go back. What is it? 7 days.
6th.
So what? Next Tuesday.
Yeah, the 16th. So whatever day that lands on. Wednesday next week.
Oh, yeah, because today's Thursday. Fuck.
Wednesday.
16th.
Yep. Yeah. So like, if there is even anyone to this point that's thinks that they could get some sort of something out of me until before I go in, and I'd probably be a little bit quiet for a bit after the leg comes off, foot comes off.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't be shy to give us a hit. Anywhere up till the 16th, I'll probably be floating on my stories a little bit till then.
A couple of updates.
A little bit of updates here and there. And then, yeah, I'll probably go a bit quiet. And in that time, if there's anyone out there that's ahead of me in the amputation, lower limb region, whatever, and you think you've got some sort of something in the way of information or anything, fucking send me a message. Pipe up. Talk.
Yep.
Yeah, because I know that's what I'll be doing once I'm in the mind frame and all this is past, and it's basically just a story.
Yeah.
It's going to be getting used. It's going to be getting put out there.
And I mean, on that note too, like the truth is, I sort of thought about it the other day too. Up to this point, if you haven't been up to date on what's going on, it's fucking all on. It's all I hear, man. Like from like almost early days to like fresh podcasts out of rehab to like watching the actual growth out of rehab.
Yeah.
Like visually watching you grow from that to then a little bit of the gap, I guess, but then it sort of jumps straight back into the new accident where we started the podcast and have pretty much been able to take everyone through the whole thing. Like, so like if your whole journey is like 80% on me fucking YouTubes, but the latest journey is almost 99.9% there. Apart from the actual fucking crash,
yeah,
we've pretty much documented the whole fucking thing.
And
to a point, not without documenting it, like
the crash because I didn't crash.
Well, the accident,
fuck.
fully. But like, apart from like, you know, I guess going into the depths of like filming you waking up and crying, for instance, or falling over in the shower because you can't fucking stand up or whatever. The actual story itself has been documented through it, which was almost like we didn't mean it. It just happened and it all fell into, it's like it was meant to be, if we're going to call it anything. Like the universe said, you fucking have to tell this story to everyone and you're going to do it unknowingly. You know, like the fact that we were already talking about doing that podcast weeks before you went into hospital, and then we just went, fuck it, we're here now, let's give this a crack. And it's continued on. I think, yeah, is more just touching base on, like, if you don't know the story and you want to hear more of the story, it is all there for you to fucking suss out and like watch to the depths of, like, again, you go back to that fucking first podcast we did out of rehab to then the whole series of phases, which is pretty much going from like you fresh out of rehab to like clean as fuck, all there fucking back on point, you know? Yep. So, like, the fact that you can actually see that whole roller coaster fucking pan out through it all is pretty fucking wild. I mean, to the depths, too, I'm pretty sure I did a couple of vlogs when you first got back and you were in them and you were fucked, cunt. Yeah. You were cooked as fuck.
Still was wearing glasses.
Yeah. So, like, you can taste little bits of it through the whole fucking journey, which is full on, and it's sort of one of those things where I'm like, fuck, I'm so glad like that happened like that. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my GoPros, but one's killed off and one's died on me. So give me 2 seconds. Tell them something.
Yeah, it's all been, I guess, as Shane said, unknowingly building up to a point. And I think that's why I say, like, what I just said before on helping people and all that. Like, it's just whether this last accident happened to make me realise that that's what I'm here for, here to do all the above. I can't answer that, but that's just how I feel. And realistically, I'd be an idiot to not give out the information that, you know, is first hand information. Like that's just.
And I think that there's something about walking through fire and coming out the other end and being like, I gotta tell some people not to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking warn them. I don't know what it is about me, but like that was hard, and I don't want anyone else to go through that like I did. And I know I went left when I should have went right. So I'm gonna go back and go like I know I made that mistake and I got burnt for longer. So please go right, cunts. Just go fucking right. And if you go
if
left,
you organise a ride to go out in the bush,
yeah.
go out in the bush. Don't listen to your mate to go to the fucking motocross track.
I'm fucking never hold that one down. Let me tell you. But I'll. What about if you're on a Kawasaki horse though? Can we go to the bush? We'll go to the top of the mountain on our Kawasaki horses.
Yeah. Fucking oath. I just sit on it. Yeah. But yeah. As for the first one back, yeah, that's on my end, and hence why I hit you up and asked you about what you had got going on over the last however long it's been since we've been in here doing this.
Yep.
Is because, I knew that there was a lot for me to talk about, and there was a lot of points, and there still is more. But that's pretty much over the board where it's at. What's happening 6 days from now, I'll be footless.
Show us your leg, Schmeato, before it goes. Get it out there. Flash it around. Is that hard as fuck?
No,
it's not awkward. But it is pretty fucking wild that, like, yeah. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. You'll never see this fucking foot again.
And fucking thank fuck for that.
Yeah. So, like, here, yeah? Ish. So you sort of have half. You end up with half a tat.
Yeah. You said something about cutting. But I wish I'm trying to show the fatness of it.
Yeah, it is.
But
you can tell that it's fucking pretty brutal.
You can't compare unless the other one's next to it.
Yeah. Yep.
Because when there's that, it's like, whoa, man. That's massive difference.
It is. You can tell.
And realistically, like both of my feet are as bad as each other.
Yep.
Both being fused prior to the last injury and all the above. So it was a matter of which one was going.
Yeah.
It could have been either.
Yeah. But that's the shit one. That's more shit, isn't it?
I'm getting at.
Yeah.
As bad as it is, this is the one that I'd want.
Yep.
Gone. Because it's done nothing but just caused me grief, and it's the one that's all like
it's proper fucked.
It's deformed, man.
Yeah.
It's out of shape. My toes don't work.
Yep.
I don't really feel much. My big toenail, the bed of that, like bent in one of the crashes when all toes hit the insides of my boots, and that's what that has happened there. Because I asked, what's the deal with that? Like you've literally pulled that nail off 2 times now. I've requested it in surgery. When I'm under, rip the fucker off.
Yeah, right.
And it grows back.
It's just fucked.
The nail bed in there, man, must be like backwards. Because I get a nail like that thick.
Yeah, right.
You know, like that is, man. That's not hollow, bro.
Yeah,
that's full.
Like it's almost squished it, so rather than it come out flat and even, it's just sort of binding up in some big chunk.
Instead of growing like that, it feels like it's growing like that.
That's a weird thing to think about. That's how it can work too, that you can like crush your nail bed into a position that it comes out weird.
Yeah. You belt that thing hard enough, man. Like, yeah, that was gnarly. Like, so I'm glad that's the one that's coming off. It's got a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
In that area, both legs do, but as I said, I'd much rather it be the left than the right because it's worse. And the other major thing is I've still got my brake foot.
Yep.
Brake foot that still works, so I can do some wheelies.
So no more gears though. So what, e-bikes?
You mean no more gears?
That's your gear for it.
"Ah,
You're only going up, can't.
I can stomp.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point.
But then when Harley, I just get heel toe.
And you just crack.
Well, going through the gears, first, second, third, fourth is on my heel.
Yep, crack,
down,
and then done.
and then on my toes down.
That's a good
it's
point.
all
I didn't
down.
really think of that. That you can still you actually can still stomp and lift.
Yeah.
It's just that. But yeah,
It's getting used to it.
Yeah,
But then on Harley,
it's different anyway.
I'll just run suicide.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. Clutch, grip, suicide, fucking cruise.
Yep. Nice.
But then that'll also, I'll be able to use my feet too. Like it won't be like, oh, now Shane can't get on me Harley and move it from there to there.
It's still
normally can be used. But yeah, that's way later on down the track. That's just things that I've stewed up, just kind of going, well, you'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
You can do this, you can do that, you can do that, you can do this until...
Yep.
And they're the things that you can do before
What
it
about
happens.
driving like a clutch?
Yeah, it's fine.
It is? Because you can
Just
still
as long
push.
as I've got my foot on, obviously, because it's just the distance.
Yeah.
But as for the pressure...
You can still do that
yeah,
stuff.
that's-
You don't really think about it. You sort of think, oh, no, it doesn't work. But you can. You still...
Well, bro, it's no different to when it first happened and I couldn't feel the top nor the bottom.
Yeah.
And I was in a moon boot.
Yeah.
I was walking through my knee. Just
Yeah.
each step I felt was through my knee.
Yeah.
So that's
True.
what I mean by adapting.
Yeah.
An elderly person or someone that hasn't had the, boards, bikes, all of that, probably wouldn't adapt or, as easy. Where I'm taking that part of it as if looking at it as if it's like it's a new sport to me.
Yeah.
To begin with, because it's like conquer,
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck, I did that.
I have to sort of learn new muscle memory skills, all that sort of shit.
All of it. Oh fuck, that hurt.
Yep. Oh, don't do it that way. Do
That's
it this way. Do it
nicer.
that way.
Yeah, put that on first
Mhm.
before you put this on.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, that fucking creates that. all the fucking ins and outs and all the fucking things that come with it. That'll all happen. I'm sure it's got to. When and how I feel about it, I don't know.
Yep.
Something that I'll definitely be putting out there and letting people know. But yeah, all it is that I can do is fucking stay strong and keep doing what I'm doing, man. Keep pushing through. Like, it's got to the worst case. Like, we've spoken on this for fucking months, nearly a year now.
Yep.
And it's slowly gotten, it's like...
To that point we didn't really want it to get to.
Yeah, well, we didn't even want to fuse it.
Yeah.
At the very start. It was like, oh, fuck, man. It's looking like I'm going to have to get it fused, man. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then it's like, to now this.
Yeah.
It's a spin out, and I'd love to know how long those doctors knew that for.
Yeah, but you also don't want to think like that. You just fucking don't worry about that shit. Look forward.
Nah.
Fuck these cunts. It's
100, and I'm not putting that
Yeah.
in there as if like, oh, I'm going to figure that out. No.
Yeah.
It'd just be like,
Yeah.
interesting.
What they really knew and what they were playing with.
Hmm.
And were they playing or were they genuinely like, oh, I think we can do this. Fuck, we didn't. We fucked up. Like, is that the case? Or is it just like, again, going to what we pretty much believe is going on and it's a test lab with everything? Apart from your simple little things of like, oh, yeah, it's a broken arm, put a fucking cast on it, get the fuck out of here. But anything that starts getting a little bit technical instantly turns into, okay, let's practice. Everything. Like, I believe the fucking cancer ward is the king of that. King of that shit. But we won't get into that today, ladies and gentlemen. That can be for another podcast. All right.
Yeah, I was going to go somewhere with what you just lead on from what you just said there, but I don't know, slipped. But anyway, yeah, it's that's
I feel like we've touched a pretty good fucking gist of it. I think we've painted a pretty fucking decent picture of what's going on. I think, like we sort of said just before too, that
it is almost at the point now where it's like, okay, let's see what happens. And we come back and, you know, sort of mean, it's like, well, it's happening. Like, there's not much else you can sort of ponder on.
No.
In this sort of, yeah, I don't know, it is. It's just fucking full on. But yeah.
It's fucking really shit to it's at the point it's at, man. Like, I've never woken up crying before.
Yeah. Is this happening like more regularly, or did this happen, or like now that it's getting closer, it's almost like an every morning thing now?
Not every morning thing. It wasn't this morning. I think it was the 2 mornings prior to that. It's only been minimal. It's only been in the last week.
Yeah,
It's only happened a couple of times.
It's getting close, obviously. It's fucking in your conscience now. It's there.
I'm sleeping it.
Yeah.
Living it, sleeping it.
And, you know, you don't also, like, you're not coming out of those sleeps remembering what happened. Like, they could just be as simple as being nightmares about the worst thoughts you're having about this situation are now coming into, like, a dream state, and it's becoming heavy, and then you sort of wake yourself up being like, no, this isn't happening. Oh, my God, I fucking...
Yeah, and then it just goes like that. It is the shittest way to wake up.
Oh, yeah.
The shittest, especially when you're already up against it. When you have a decent morning, you're up against it throughout the days and whatnot. It's just it's fucked to wake up to that, because that's it. You're on for the rest of the day.
It's sort of it
locks
sets
you.
your day.
It locks you proper, but.
So it's hard to cut. Like, it's like, well, today's going to be sad.
To a degree.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess, where people are, you know, you drag your ass out on those days just to go and get yourself a fucking loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And you see that one person down the street and they say that thing and, oh, keep going, mate, you'll be right. You know, you're getting there, which is like, yeah, sure, I understand that, but shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know?
Of course.
Like,
it's hard.
Yeah. Everyone wants to have their fucking nose in it too.
Yeah.
I've noticed little bits and pieces. You know, if something fresh happens, well, let's find out what happened. How did it happen? You know, and then it's, a bit of a talking point and all of the above, which is cool. That's whatever, but it's all these funny little things that you would never ever think about that actually do occur. You know, in this position. So I'm sure that there's going to be plenty more of it too. So it's going to be an interesting, wild ride.
Yeah, it is, I think. But I mean, all you can do is fucking hold on, huh?
Yep, pretty much. Do as much as you can to help yourself. You know, like I writ on me whiteboard that I've got on my fridge. Just trying to find it because it was, to me, it just popped out of nowhere, and I thought that's pretty fitting. But it's just like literally be better, feel better, get better. Like simple, like as that.
That's mad.
Like literally, man. Like, and I've set it as my background lock screen. Like, just be better, can't it?
Yeah.
Be better.
Yep.
You'll start to feel better.
Yep.
Once you start to feel better, you'll then eventually get better.
Correct. It does all start from the fucking mind. I mean, again, it's a physical thing, but it all fucking starts from like the
BFG.
BFG. That's mad.
BFG, dog. Be, feel, get.
Be, feel, get. The BFG. Other than that, I think it's probably, it's getting pretty late. I got to do some things. But look, obviously on a podcast thing, obviously, as you have just fucking heard, things are going on. So I don't really know. Obviously, if there's an opportunity for someone really good to come on, I'll just take it on and do that sort of shit. And if we can get Schmeat on, he's feeling better. But there obviously will be a little bit of a a little bit more of a gap here.
Missing.
Till things are sorted. It's also, I'm going to be fucking real with all of you. This isn't fucking easy. Like, and I didn't even, but we did like fucking 20 episodes, man. And like, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You do that. Go on. Do fucking 20 podcasts with people that are fucking interesting and then come to me and go, do you want to do another one? Like, and I'm not having to go because I appreciate the fact that everyone is like, when's the new podcast coming out? We love it. All this sort of shit. It's a lot of work. I'm doing a lot of other things in the background. It's not easy. There's
not your main gig.
It isn't, and it's more just like something that I like enjoy doing. We enjoy doing. It's fucking helpful. It's handy. I do like having conversations with interesting fucking people. So there is that potential there. It's just being able to juggle everything, and when you're fucking running a ship by yourself, it's fucking hard to steer and do the sales, and then as well look out for fucking dolphins and fucking make sure the fucking iceberg isn't in the way. You know what I mean? So
did you remember to put the anchor in the right spot?
I think I forgot that. But
fuck, well, it's dragging and that's low. We're going slow,
that's
bro.
That's why we. Oh yeah. No wait. If it's in, then we're not hitting an iceberg. I don't know. It's just a fucking confusing. Me fucking. So yeah, just fucking hold tight there. I'm not gonna lie. If you want a fucking job, then come and fucking manage a podcast. It's fucking, you're getting paid $0 fucking dollars, but you got to do fucking heaps of work. So I'm just curious if you're keen to do that job. Probably not. That's where I'm coming from, but it's not going to stop me, and it'll still keep happening. But you get the gist, if you feel me. I do, just because it's been a bit of a fucking a dark episode, and those TNT sour things were there, and you almost had one before. I'm going to lighten the end of this episode. We're going to both have one of them and make some people laugh, because I'm telling you, your reaction and my reaction to this is going to be fucking legit. I had one last night and it almost blew my fucking face off.
I'm already salivating. Proper.
You know, it's funny though. Me and my sister and they had a convo about how sour shit's gone to shit. Remember back in the day, you'd have like sour Skittles with the shit around them. Now they're just this shitty little goo thing, and like things were just sour, and now it's just like sugar with a bit of lemon in it or something. It's not citrus acid how we liked it as kids. Anyway, sister comes home with this fucking little thing. I was like, fucking give one of these a go. Man, I whacked this thing in my mouth. Like, fuck off, this is going to be piss weak. I popped the cunt, man, and I shit you not, bro. Punch to the fucking face. I haven't had fucking sour like this.
Because it's
not
small.
Bro, ladies and gentlemen,
you know,
if you
a
have
normal
an opportunity.
warhead.
Yeah, see, and that's what I mean. The warheads, and it's different, right? The warheads have got that like a layer of powder. That's it. This thing has got like a pocket inside that is full
of that.
Fuck your face, I'm kicking it. What colour do you want? Blue, red, purple. But on another note, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to test yourself, find yourself a packet of TNT Gobs balls. I don't know who it'd be so much cooler if they were called God's balls. But maybe they couldn't get away with that for legal reasons. But I'm telling you, this is the most sour shit you'll ever fucking have. I don't even want to do it, to be completely fucking honest. I'm going to have a blue one.
It's got a bit of size, so...
It's actually not that bad. I'm going to fucking...
What's not that bad? You've just been telling us how bad it's fucking...
I'm just trying to convince myself.
You fucking dickhead.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not...
Did you just do a little bit of like pop her in and no bite?
Nah, you got it. If you want to be honest, I feel like I bit straight in, and that's what. If you want to go fucking hard and get the full experience, bite in. Because I reckon when my sister had one, she sort of like cracked the edge and let it like ooze out slowly. You want to punch in the face. So get it in, get it a bit moist, and then just crack that bitch. And enjoy the fucking ride.
It's fucking massive.
Yeah.
No wonder it fucking...
It's full of shit, man. And it keeps coming.
The taste is really nice.
Yeah, it's like...
I don't want to break that just
It's
yet.
a good candy. Candy. It's a good candy.
Raspberry.
Raspberry candy. Yeah. They're not fucking candies, cunt. They're lollies. We're from Australia. I don't know what a fucking candy is.
All right, that's enough of the taste.
Fucking crack it. You're dealing with that pretty well. Tell me that's not fucking...
It's there.
Yeah. Your eyes are fucking watering.
I'm getting hot. I'm just taking it in. Don't be fooled by my face.
It's a lot, yeah.
hot as. I'm sweating.
It's fucking intense, yeah. It's literally like eating acid. All right.
But I do love sour things. That's pretty good. I'm a fuckwit because I'd have another one straight away.
Oh, no way, bro. I'm fucking scared. Oh, bro, that's so funny. It actually is a good lolly.
Yeah, no, fucking brilliant tasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was good. You got a brick?
There you go.
Fuck, my top lip is sweating.
That's not that bad.
It'll come. But it's not that bad. It's not as bad as what you said to me.
Dude, that was fucking weak.
What colour did you have yesterday?
Purple. I think I had a red one.
Well, I just had the red one, so... Disappointing, Sean. Well, I'll tell
That was
you,
a perfect level of sour. That was good.
maybe you're just immune.
No,
Fuck me.
I reckon some of them have got like... I reckon the machine does fucking random doofs. I'm telling you, man, fucking Spence had one as well, man, and he fucking lost his shit. Same deal, he's like... They were fucking intense. That was weak as piss.
Mine wasn't.
Yeah, I could tell.
It was...
I'm a bit warm, though. It has, like... Juiced me up a bit. I'm a bit glowing. Anyway, well, my reaction, that was terrible, but Schmeato's was semi-funny. Ladies and gentlemen, we're like fucking an hour and a half into this, so much thanks for tuning in, sticking around, hearing us out.
Like I said, if anyone's got any
Yeah.
helping words, anything on my end, from where I'm at to where I'm about to be, hit me up.
Yeah.
Anyone that's in the position and has been in a position that is a little bit less to what I'm dealing with, and you feel that you need someone, hit me up. But as I said from the get-go, once things start to roll and start to happen, I'll be punching them up on my socials, and then we'll be obviously talking about them in convo on here. So wherever it may be, you will hear, see, whatever that comes out of this and the end result. So that's that.
Fucking oath. And, yeah, keep an eye out. Go grab yourself a fucking T-shirt, because that always helps. Because then I can hire someone to do the podcast, to do, you feel me? Anyway, yeah, other than that, cheers, everyone. Much thanks for fucking tuning in, hanging around, having a listen, having a watch, whatever way you fucking choose to do it. As we said, try and fucking keep this a little bit more regular when we can and the time's right. Plenty of other things going on in the background, so keep an eye out. Enjoy. Thank you very much.
Cheers for being here.
See you on the next one. Whoop.
Right on.
Whoop.
My toy!